So here we have the Ford Ecosport on a 19 plate. So I'm going to start off by hopping inside the car and running through some controls first of all. Just briefly before we climb inside the car, I think it's well worth seeing the boot space as well. As you can see, we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat, and you can increase this space further by lifting and, if you wish to, removing that tray section. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left hand side we have the rev counter. We have the speedometer on the right hand side, fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauge in the middle at the bottom, and above that the main trip computer, which includes the total miles of this car. They're 32,783. We have a digital readout for the speedometer displayed up there as well. You can change that information for various different things. So you have your trip computer, vehicle settings, your telephone, audio and satellite navigation menus, and then back around to the beginning again. And the buttons that I was using to do that are just here. We have cruise control and speed limiter beneath that. And then over on the right hand side, stereo and phone controls. You'll only be able to choose the stereo controls over here and on the main unit itself, and the phone controls can only be used after you paired the phone up to the car, and that is done by hitting
search for your vehicle on your device and select it once it is found,
and just follow the instructions on screen from there. When it comes to audio, we have AM, FM and DAB radio, Bluetooth audio so you can stream your music wirelessly. We've also got two separate USB inputs as well, so if you plug devices into those, they'll appear up on here as further options for you. We can come back out to the home screen, and this is where you access your satellite navigation. There's a full video showing how the sat-nav works, which you can find on our website and on our YouTube channel as well. Working our way down from there, we have climate control. So it's switched off at the moment. You can turn it on and adjust the fan speed here. You can adjust the temperature. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed once it enters the car. That button will turn your air conditioning on, and it'll stay on until you turn it off. Or you can hit auto. The car will now take control of the direction of the air and the fan speed to maintain that temperature for you. Any manual adjustment will override auto and allow you to put it back on your own settings here. We have a heated rear screen and a proper heated front screen as well. The two USB inputs I mentioned a moment ago. This button turns your parking sensors off. You can turn off your traction control, and this one down here turns off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. That system is turned off when that light shows. We have a 12-volt charging socket just there and a 6-speed manual gearbox for the car. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see this ULEZ compliant car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to call either of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.